Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It's your boy Beaky with the Elder Scrolls Legends Central in time once again for another episode of the podcast. And today's gonna be fun like always, very much an interactive community show. And if you guys are not watching this live, well, guess what? You're missing some of the fun. Before we start the show, I go ahead and play some matches in rank, and I go ahead and help out people in chat. And we're gonna take that help away from just being in before the show and incorporate directly here, because I have a really cool question coming from Bam. Take a look. Sergeant Evans. Oh man, I'm bad with it. Whatever. Dude, I got a favor to ask. Any chance you could show a budget deck to beat the master bar fight? Been struggling. So he asked for master and it has to be budget. And that's kind of tricky because as you guys will see right now, everybody watching on YouTube, we just had a match with a deck I was using that's a pretty premium deck, and I was able to beat this bar fight. Now I'm gonna show the deck that I personally use to beat it, so in case anybody who does want to play with the deck that I use to, go through some of these matches with, like I beat master difficulty before they even made it a little easier. So they did do a patch a few months back that tweaked the difficulty in certain scenarios to be easier, but master difficulty overall is still hard. And some of you guys might have already seen this deck because I put it up on YouTube. It's one of my favorite decks out there right now. I just really like it because it uses the new I added in the new monthly reward card, which you guys see, which is the Y'all Archer. But this is the deck I just used to beat that bar fight, and that bar fight is themed around a player getting damage in the left lane and getting +2, and your opponent also at the same exact time, and you have beer bottles, so you're damaging creatures constantly over and over. So it's kind of interesting how that works. So if the opponent you're facing is using regenerating creatures to take advantage of that, and you got to think about how to best take advantage of that situation as well. Now this deck basically won because of unstoppable rage and stuff like that, able to get health back and eliminate those creatures. So I kind of got lucky there. So you're gonna have to think of, when you're making a deck that's budget, if you're not going to be using like epics or legendaries, you have to think about, how do I take advantage of the bear battles hitting my creatures and the whole entire fact that when my creatures get hurt, damage, I go ahead and gain 2 attack. So you got to use that to the best of your ability. So that's what we're going to do right here real quick at the beginning of the stream. Try to help and make him a budget friendly deck. And then after that, we're going to be going over the cards that were released, revealed for Clockwork City over the last few weeks. I definitely want to talk about this card right here because this is definitely one of my favorite new reveal cards, because it just goes into something I've been building decks around lately that I just have fun with. But I'll talk about all those cards very soon. And of course, we're going to be doing a Q&A session as well later on as well. But during the event, while we stream, and anybody watching this on Twitch, feel free to go ahead and chat and just ask me a question. Just tag my name and I'll be able to see it a lot easier there. Alright guys, TNC Gazy, I know I jokes. Okay. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and build a brand new deck that's budget friendly for that mission, the bar fight in the Elder Scrolls Legends. And I'll explain why I picked the cards I pick and how am I going about this. So budget friendly, when I build a budget friendly deck, I go at it at a weird angle. I'm trying to pick cards that are not legendary at all. So like no legends if possible, only if a legendary card is given to you as a reward for the player. So if you could help me out, Sergeant, right now, let me know what level you are in the game. Why I ask that? If I know you're over level 10, then I know that you kind of get a card like the Khajiit, because there's level up rewards. Anybody who's new to this game watching this video right now, if like once you hit a certain level, you'll get him right here, the burglar, as a reward in the game. So I know that for a fact you already have that in your collection, which I think is really awesome. And other levels as well, you'll get other cards throughout the game. So that always helps me out on deciding which cards to add in here. But we'll just go on the basis until he answers me on what I think could be work out as budget friendly. So first thing first, let's go ahead and think about how to best deal with. I am level 30, dude. Okay, level 30. Okay, so you have access to a fairly decent amount of cards. So you have the Dark Brotherhood story already, and you've already beaten the normal difficulty, so you have a lot of those cards. Okay, so that gives me a good understanding of what cards I can add here, because sometimes I gotta ask if the person has the Dark Brotherhood DLC and if they have even beaten it. If they've not beaten, then I can't include certain cards. So off the bat, here's a rare card I really think that's a good addition. And just, if you guys don't mind me doing this real quick, let me just mill my cards. I feel like having over 10,000 soul gems, so yeah, I like seeing that over 10 Gs. So we're actually gonna go with Sorcerer. So Sorcerer Negation. I think the silence here is actually going to be quite advantageous to you. And then we're going to be putting out the same card the AI is using. Is actually, this is it's a good system. So this card is going to be able to help you out. Once it loses reward, it's going to get +3/3, and if it gets damage again, it's going to work really well. So this is right here, it's the epic. So I'm not going to put in a lot of epics in here, but if you don't have this, just let me know any cards I put in here. Just let me know in chat, and I'll take them out. So I'm not going to put too many epics in here, but if you have these, this would actually work. Now let's go into how we're going to budgetify the rest of the deck, because I think this is a card that's going to really work quite well for you. Sorry, free play and new. Only on the first chapter of the Brotherhood, though. But you're saying you're playing it on master difficulty. If this is your first time playing through the Dark Brotherhood story mode, I think you have to play it through on normal first to unlock master, if I am not correct. Because you definitely should play through on normal just to get cards and to get, you know, the reward, and then come back and play it on master. You shouldn't start playing it on master, just respond to that. But I'll still go ahead and just try to put something together. Once again, any cards you see I put in here that you don't have, you can just let me know, and I'll go from there. Okay, so Windkeeper Spell Sword. It's one of those cards that starts off with ward. You don't have to put a premium version. Now, once again, it's a weird situation. You know, getting hurt early game gives you the situation like, oh man, this card loses his ward. But sometimes you don't. Even if you get +2, this has such low health that it might be able to survive a few turns and then get that +2, and it might work out really well for you. So I want to put that in there right there. Dark Guardian. Getting this card to be a lot stronger is going to be super important. This card starts out as a 2/5. Once it gets hit once with those bottles, now it becomes a 4/4. 4/4 Dark Guardian is definitely a threat. So I would put something in there like Dark Guardian into a deck like this. Alright? So that's just like some early game stuff right there. Going on over here to Budgetify. Firebolt. So being able to remove creatures, definitely helpful. Brutal Ashlight is not a bad card, but because it can't take any advantage from getting hit with the bottles, I would definitely say this. No champions. Alright, no champions? Fine. We'll take out the champions and we'll go for other cards then. Definitely we'll go for other cards. It might be a weird pick for some people, right? But I actually legitimately like Greybeard. Greybeard could be one of those targets you can put down. Once it gets hit with a bottle, it goes ahead and gets +2, and you still get the filtering option. Sometimes you want to put this on in your deck just to go ahead and keep cards, you know, to be able to filter cards. But I'm just going to put one of it right now, just a quick rare card. I'm not saying I'm going to keep it in there, but it's just something I saw and I think might be helpful. Spy Masters. Now, Spy Masters, here's a situation. It gets hit with one of those bottles. You know instantly it's going to have its effect happen. So that could be a potential option. We're not going to pick it yet, but that's just another option right there. We're going to keep on going. See what else we could get right here. Ward Crafter. Being able to put ward on some of these creatures would be helpful. Might change that in a second. Alright, I'm going to keep looking right here. Cunning Ally to generate more firebolts. Common card. Daggerfall Mage will be an excellent card in this. If you have this, let me know in chat. Because with the bottles on the field, being able to get those, you know, get its effect activated because it gets hit to a battle will be great. But if you don't have it, that's perfectly fine as well. We're actually going to play into the Prophecy a bit with a guard like this. It's a common card. And it's another card like Dark Guardian, but once this gets hit once, it becomes a 4/3. A 4/3 for this is pretty darn good. So that's another little situation you can take advantage of there. Let me see what else we have right here. Alright, so we don't have champions, but let me know if you have Conjurer. Conjurer is one of those cards, once it loses ward, it summons a 5/5. So, I mean, that's a really good... Don't have Greybeard either, could grind it. Okay, don't grind Greybeard because it's only one. Don't do it. It's not essential to what we're going to do, so don't even bother with that. Let me know if you have Venger or Conjurer. I think if you have 3 of these, I'm not going to put too much epics, but this is the type of epic that I think could work for you if you have it. But Champion would even be better. But if you have it, this is a good addition. Prize Chicken, Beaky Bomb. No, we're not going to put in Prize Chicken, guys. Not going to put in Prize Chicken in this one. Let's keep going on here. Keeping this very cheap. Conjure, you have 1. So if you have 1 Conjure, we'll drop it down to 1. Alright. Right there. We're going to go into Prophecies again. We're going to go Mystic Dragon. Once this gets hit, this is becoming a 6. And you could possibly get it from Prophecy. Would be really good for you. So I definitely do like that idea right there. Let's keep going on and seeing what else we could put in here. Early game enough that could play out quite well for you. Let's see. Not early game enough, but okay. Card is pretty good because you instantly comes out, gives you a guard, and if it gets hit, it becomes a 2. It becomes a 3/1. If this becomes a 3/1, it's not a bad card at all. But we're gonna come back to that in a second. Let me just see what else we could go on for a little higher costs. But most of the high costs are all legendaries. Mystic only have, okay, you only have one Mystic. Alright, we'll drop down to one Mystic. I'm gonna try this deck as well. Let me see what I can do with Prophecy if you only have one Mystic. So it's always tricky. This is all like when you guys are here doing this with me. It's tricky making a deck going around what you have. Okay, so this is another, let me know as well. Another Prophecies, because we can make this a Prophecy deck guard that plays off of getting hit with the bottles or getting traded into, but not done, well, just getting hit and then getting stronger. So I'm going to try to keep Harpy. I'm thinking of Harpy Andy, but not yet. I want to, before I pick Harpy, because the Harpy gets hit with the bottle, Harpy instantly dies. Yes, I've said this in the past. Shackle is a great effect, because if my opponent can't attack me, they can't win. But because the bottles are in this effect, Harpy only has 1 health now. And yeah, I don't want to put him in a situation where he gets no extra value for the card. So I'm actually very much thinking about Mentor right here. Okay. Yeah, Lurking Mommy. Yeah, we're going to try to Prophecy this deck in a way and guard it at the same exact time. Because you don't have certain cards, so we need to have ways of dealing with things. Even a card like Cursed Spectre would legitimately work, being able to silence certain creatures that he plays, because you know he's going to be playing creatures with Regenerate, so silence is going to work out quite well for you. Yeah, Vicious. Oh, Andy, I was going to add it. Trust me, I was definitely going to add it. So that was an option there, because you got to think about it too. There might be a situation where you want the bottles to hit your creature depending on what we're going to be running, because I'm going to add in some Regenerate creatures into this myself. So I'm going to get to that. We're going to add 3 of these, but Sergeant, let me know. Got 2 Curse, that's fine. Fate Weaver, because right now we're running 18 Prophecies. We could actually roll with this. This getting hit with the bottle becomes a 5/2, which is still pretty powerful right there. Okay, so we got a fairly decent amount of Prophecy cards here. Alright, let's just see what else we want. I can't guarantee, also, you can't guarantee any card is going to get hit with the bottle at that. Dark Harvester could be a way you could gain health back, but it's such a high cost card, that's the problem there. But Percalus would actually work here, because with Percalus, it's going to get traded into, and then it's going to get stronger as it's getting traded into. So there you go, guys. That's a early 20, it's a lot of Prophecies. We're going to cut back some places here, but we'll see in a second. Alright. Let's go ahead and support removal. Fate, you only have 1. Alright, we'll drop it down to 1 Fate. I'm not laughing at you. I'm just trying to see what we're doing here. I'm very much working this as a budget. Like I said, I showed you guys a deck that I've used with it. We're going to add... How many of these do you have? I know most people probably have 1. If you have 2, let me know. No Percalus? Okay, you have no Percalus. Okay, how about if you don't have Percalus, do you have... what's it called? Portcullis, or however you say the card's name. Do you have Dark Harvester? Because Dark Harvester will gain you health, and it may not be able to survive the lightning bolts and stuff like that, because the opponent is going to be playing lightning bolts. But if you have Dark Harvester, it could be another option right there. So we'll put Dark Harvester instead, which might work out quite well. Now let's go into other cards that are going to take advantage of the whole entire regenerate, obviously, off the bat. Warden, it's a very good card to have in this situation. Early game, put it on the field. Could work out quite well for you. It could work out to the point that let's see. Got one harvester. Okay, we'll add in just one right there. We're still rocking 17 prophecies. That's enough that I want to include Weaver. I definitely want to still include that. I wish you had more. I wish you had more conjurers. I think that would have been a really nice card in this situation here. But yeah, that's just how it is. Let me just see what other cards we could rock in here real quick. Dark Rebirth doesn't really work out all that well here. I wish this had. If this had actually regenerate, I would have loved it. I just want to take a full look of a lot of the cards before I give suggestions. I want to look through everything and think about ways that you could actually take advantage of it. Okay, do you have? Hello, welcome. Do you have this card right here? Because whenever this takes damage, and survives, you gain a card. So if he gets damaged by the bottles or get hit by a 2 attack, you're going to be able to go ahead and draw a card, keeping your hand healthy. So let me know if you have. I'm just going to add one in there, and you let me know if you have this, because this card could work out quite well for you because of its effect. You have 3. Okay, so I'm not gonna say add 3 in yet. And we could play in some late game. Do you have Dwarven Centurion? Whenever this takes a damage, it gives you a 3. It puts you basically a guard in your hand. So let me know if you have Dwarven Centurion in your deck, and I think it would actually work. Shadow for Priestess, it's coming, Andy. It's coming. Don't worry. But remember, Andy, was gonna get there because I'm trying to keep this as least friendly as possible. Why not put in those epics in there? You have one, put it in there, because once this gets hurt, it's gonna generate stuff for you. And from what we saw right now, Master, your opponent doesn't seem to be running things to take care of a big creature like this, so that should work out quite well for you. Also, if you have legendary creatures, let me know what legendaries you have in this attribute, and I will try to incorporate them. So, Sergeant, please feel free to yeah. You get one from the story mode. Okay, thank you for letting me know. I don't even remember that one. So yeah, we're gonna add a Shadowfoot Priestess, or whatever it's called. Priestess, Shadow Fin Priestess. So add one of these for support removal. If you have one, you should. If you have more than one, let me know. We can add in 2. So we have 15-2 cost. So once again, gets hurt. Boom, get stronger, get hurt, get stronger. Removal, give ward. Yes. Okay, yep, looking good right there. So, Sergeant, let me know if you have more of these. We got definitely add in more. You said you have 3 of these. You know what? We could do something. If you have 3 of those, we could turn them into guards. We could play into... Okay. We could turn them into guard using the prophecy card, Mentor of the Watch. That's one way. Another way to make them guard is could play into East Empire Crafter. But right now we haven't been playing too heavily into that strategy, so I'm not gonna go ahead and put her in there. But we're gonna put I want to put 2 of her in this right now. And we're gonna be putting. Let me know if you have it. I think Haunting Spirits is not a bad choice as well. When it goes ahead and dies, it helps you out. So that's not a bad play for the next 3. But before I do that, I just want to look through other creatures that I might not be thinking about. Like this has Regenerate here. It legitimately isn't a bad put in here overall. Little Girl's bad. This would be pretty fun, but not really helpful in this deck. Frost Troll. Don't have Mentor. Okay, don't have Mentor. Okay, you can't. Alright, we won't put her. How about Frost Troll? Do you have any Frost Trolls? Because Frost Troll being able to have Regenerate would work out quite well in this scenario here. Let me know if you do or don't. If not, I'll just put 2 in right now. You can let me know in a moment, and we'll remove him if anything. We will move him. I was thinking about Honker, but Honker, I'm not really feeling Honker in this right now. I mean, it could work. It definitely could. Nope, none. Okay, none of those. Okay, so we'll go with Honker. All right, it's the second. I hope it works out because we already have lots of 2 drops already, and I don't really want a million 2 drops. It could work quite well. I would have preferred to play. All right. Please tell me you have Haunting Spirit. Something as simple as Crushing Blow for reach. Actually, no, Andy. I actually really want to focus mostly. No, I don't want to play Crushing Blow. Not for the 3 Magicka. I really actually don't right now. Not saying it couldn't work or anything. Funny if you were playing with Necromancer. But this is where I'm just gonna go through stuff and just check if anything else I wanted to play, and see what we could get from there. I would have liked to add Harpy, but I just don't feel like Harpy is a good add in this situation, so I'm not going to add Harpy here. Who would take really good advantage of that +2? Let's just see. Don't have enough actions for Lilith. We don't have more fates. Yes, okay, so that's fine. Don't need Rampant. Don't want to add items. Could add Suppress. Actually, Dragon Cult Ghost wouldn't even be a bad add because once it gets hit, it'll just get stronger. You can play it late game. It'll be a big body. Does anybody I want to take out for that instead? Let's see. Okay, you're thinking stuff you definitely have. The only reason I don't want to add Crushing Blow because you're gonna have to respond to your opponent, the AI's playing out creatures. Like you definitely want to have things on the field. You're gonna want to keep playing creatures as much as possible. If you don't have to play the Lightning Bolt, so you want to keep creatures on the board. That's what I'm thinking right now. I'll definitely like the guard strategy real quick though, and I don't. Okay, you don't have ghosts. Okay, if you don't have ghosts, we'll keep it like this then. We'll play with what you have, and we'll test it out. Dark. Sorry. We'll name the deck after you. So there you go. Let's go into the story mode and go try it out and see what if I can't win in master mode with I think that's a pretty budget-friendly build. I think that definitely is. I'll put up my deck tracker as well, and I'll even have this on. I'll post this on Legendized Deck if you want, so you go find it there. You can import it into your game if you use the deck tracker. If you guys are new to the game, don't know about the deck tracker, I will show you guys how that works once we jump into the match. Real quick. So we're playing Master Difficulty, Episode 1. Untitled Game Show. Do you want me to find timestamps for this podcast like last one? Yes, that'll be absolutely awesome. So if you want to timestamp everything, you can. You can say timestamp right now. We're about to have a match with the Dark Brotherhood for help out. I don't know, whatever you want to say.
Too many questions. I think it's time we taught you what we do to nosy people.
Yeah, So here we go, guys. So this is where we're going to be facing against an AI. Every single creature that gets hit gets +2. We'll play with this. The deck build will be over here on the right side, so you guys will be able to see it. You also will be able to see the prophecy amount. So this deck is running 34% prophecy. It has 15% actions, and you can see the balances down here. So we got the broken bottle. Let's see our first hand. You want your first hand to be heavily weighed into low cost cards. And I am actually really liking Sorcerer's Negation so early, and Firebolt being a 1-drop actually works out. So, you know what? I'm going to keep this right now. I'm going to keep this. I want to have monsters up on the field, of course, but
the watch is mine.
I was pretty confident that AI was going to play this. So with that being played, now we get to silence it right there.
Careful there, friend.
Fall back or die.
Just like that. Then that's a bad situation right there. Don't like that got the hit. So I'll go ahead and firebolt that there. It's not what I would want to happen. We didn't get a prophecy there, even though we have 36% prophecy, which sucks.
The elements are mine to control.
So then now comes Conjurer, which is going to be a big problem. A Sorcerer's Negation here would have been really helpful. So right now we're going to go ahead and play into Dark Guardian. That gets stronger. That's... Oh! Woo! That AI is no joke. That AI is no joke right there. Alright, so play out here, big boy.
The watch is mine.
Oh, that AI was no joke right
By
there.
the 8th, they will meet
That was a
their maker.
good play. Alright, so we'll get rid of this.
The watch is mine.
We'll go ahead and play this here.
Let's do this.
We don't have to worry about this right now.
By the divines, I will have your head.
Shale take.
By Arca's beard, this day will be mine.
We're gonna try to we'll put something in this lane, but we don't need to yet.
Fall back or
I
die.
have you now.
Best off we own this lane. Play this here.
By the divines, I will.
This
have
has to
your
die.
head. Stendar, guide my blade.
Are you
Confound you.
seriously? I don't get a prophecy with such a prophecy heavy deck. Seriously?
I have
Seriously,
you now.
game?
Fall back or die. The elements
Put
are
that
mine
there.
to control. Be on your guard.
Don't need to hit it, but just felt like doing it. Bingo! That's why I said Conjure is like such a good game for the situation.
Stendar, guide my
Conjure
blade.
is such a good card for the situation.
By the 8th, they will meet their makers. By the 8th,
They will meet your makers. So what we're going to actually try to do right now is go straight for the win. I'll show you how.
Let's shed some light on the problem. I have
Alright.
you now.
So we'll do this here. Hopefully he doesn't get a good prophecy. Then we're going to lightning bolt ourselves. Oh, he did it for me! Alright, I would have won either way, so even dumb AI is dumb. Because I was going to lightning bolt myself and then use that to power up Warden to hit face. So, Sergeant, I hope that shows you some... I'm going to do a second match because that didn't even play into the prophecy system as much as I
Alright, you
liked.
win.
But definitely, I love the story modes in this game, guys. It's so much fun. I can't wait till we get a lot
You
more.
ask too many questions.
But yeah.
I think it's time
Yeah,
we
good
taught
game.
you
So-
what we do to nosy people.
I want to try another match just to see what else we could get. Different starting hand, all that, because you know you may not win your first match. Who knows? Hey, E-Tech, subscribe. Same to you, growing on me, Beaky. Seems you're growing on me, Beaky. Thank you so much, man. Your subscribing really supports the channel. It really does help because I don't put ads on my YouTube videos anymore. So I have no way of making money from the YouTube videos. I'm just doing it for fun. So when you guys subscribe or use my Amazon link in the description of my video in the United States, is like if you're buying Black Friday or Cyber Monday deals, that really does support my channel. So I'll post the link to the Amazon in chat, just in case anybody who's going to be buying stuff from Amazon wants to support. Just in case you want to, you could use this link before you go to Amazon. It's not going to cost you any extra. I'm an Amazon affiliate member, and I just get a percentage, a small percentage, less than tax off the sale. So if you're going to buy stuff for Cyber Monday, for Christmas, and you live in the United States, just book back that as your Amazon link and save it in your browser, and then use that or on your phone or whatever it might be. Alright, with enough promotion going, let's go ahead and keep on playing. So I'm going to keep Dark Guardian. I just noticed, does the AI always start with the ring? Mine. You guys think that's like, I never even thought about that, but I wonder if that happens in these story modes, like the AI just automatically starts off with them.
The watch.
So we'll play into our own warden.
By the 8th, they
We'll
will
meet
their
their makers. Attack, attack, attack. Ah! Why didn't you attack, you bastard? Play this.
Let's do this.
Oh, it's like, I mean, it's a hard percentage. It is a hard percentage to try to win.
Mine to control.
Okay. All right, not what I want. Not what I wanted to happen, but at least we could deal with it directly.
The watch is mine. Arcane beard. This day will be
Come on,
mine.
hit the warden, hit the warden. Oh my gosh.
All too simple.
Alright, there we go. Damn.
All back or die.
Okay, that's good.
Shame will take you.
Alright.
You won't escape alive.
Oh, the bottle's just not helping the situation at all. Like, his bottles are constantly... Okay, that's good. At least a little bit.
Shame will take you.
Okay, the bad program AI helped me out more than anything else right there. That helped out a lot. That helped out a lot for my bottles. Okay, we kind of got a little lucky there. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. That's how you gotta look at it. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and... I wouldn't mind Dark Harvester getting stronger. So actually I'm gonna play out Dark Harvester right now.
Found you.
Yeah, because if Dark Harvester becomes a 7/5, that's pretty nice. So we have two pretty strong creatures here. Now it's a 7/6, which is pretty nice as well.
The elements are mine to control.
Alright, that in the right lane is not the worst thing ever. If I just could have gotten rid of it first. Wyoming.
Tighten the ranks.
Bingo. We're saving this for... This is exactly why I'm saving that. He's a big threat. He's a big threat too, but we could have a prophecy. Okay, we get our Shadow Fen Priestess. So that works out quite well. Ah, man. I didn't want this thing to... Oh, well, whatever. Just go for it. Let's just go for it. Hey, thank you so much. Call Me Mute coming in with the 10 bits. Thank you. I will take it. Alright, so let's go for the win. Let's make sure. Yeah, let's do it.
To the fray! All too simple.
Let's just go for the win.
Death comes to us all. The watch is mine.
Fucking Warden, but we
By the eighth,
got
there will
something
be
for you, Warden. We got something for you, Warden. Come at me. Come at me. All right, there we go, guys. So yeah, I think for Master difficulty, we put something really together. I think that was good. I think that was good. Let me know what you think, Sergeant. And yeah. Fate smile on Khajiit. So yeah, this is what I want to do with the podcast. Help out stuff. Help you guys out. Actually show gameplay in it as well. Good little start to the show. I think also the hardest thing in this game, seriously, if you guys disagree with me, tell me. I don't think there's nothing harder in this game than Master difficulty and this specific mission, right? Let me see if it's this one.
The agent found Uther's messenger.
It's the alley one, I think.
Another assassin?
Let me find it.
It's the eclipse. We've been betrayed.
This, to me, is the hardest thing in Legends. This is absolute. The story mode? No. No other mission. The final mission is in Dark Brotherhood in Master difficulty is not as hard as this because everything in this just has to go so perfectly for you to win. You have to have every single situation just go so damn perfect for you to have any hope of potentially winning this. They give you a deck to play and look at this. Just look at it. Look at this ability.
All can be had.
Summon a creature, lower its health to 1, and give it charge. Are you serious? Are you serious? Also, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I would legitimately like a card like this in the game. Activate. Give a friendly creature charge and reduces like legitimately obviously not at 0 cost. But I think something like this at like 6 Magicka with the 4 uses would be literally a really interesting card. And while I'm saying that at 6 Magicka, its cost can't be reduced by Thieves Guild Recruit, so that's like why I would want it to be at 6. You would have to use other things that reduce costs like Eclipse Barrenness or what's that 2 costs. Somebody in chat's gonna remind me the 2 cost action. Lockpick. I got it before somebody said it. Yeah, but let me know. This is a question for you guys. Would you want something like this in the game? Want to see? I think it will be interesting. All right. I can't do anything. I can't even do anything.
They'll pay one way or another.
There is a toll for this road.
See, like, and just I already started off with a bad hand, but usually don't start off with this bad of a hand. Usually. Not yet.
Khajiit needs coin.
There we go. That's the one we get. That's what we have to save our combo for. It's not like creatures like this. We have to save this Firebolt and execute combo, finish off combo for the Master. Right there. So now we get to do this. Now we finally get to get rid of that.
They'll pay one way or another. They make it too easy.
What the hell's up with these high-ass
The
cost
moons
cards?
give this one strength.
They make it too easy.
Like, this is insane! This is just... You can't use your own deck. You can't use your own deck.
The ambition of the Telvanni knows no bounds.
Let's see what we get first. Cast out legitimately is a legit option right here, but I think it's better if we kill something.
The ambition of the Telvanni knows no bounds.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Khajiit smiled. How did I get so lucky? That's unbelievable luck. The face of like I'm tearing up. I'm literally tearing up on the unbelievable luck I just had right there. No! No! Don't do it to me, Khajiit. Oh, wrecked. Wrecked! Wrecked! This is legit the hardest thing in this dumb game. Alright, give me... Okay. Hardest the cards. Guide me. The only way in this deck that the AI gives you, the computer, well, you get from the story mode, I would need to get another Cruel Fire Bloom. So I have to play this freaking schemer. Get a freaking Cruel Fire Bloom. That randomness from the Cruel... Like, think about the RNG that has to happen for me to have any possibility of this match going on. I have to play schemer, randomly get one card from my deck, and then get that card be Fire Bloom, and it has to randomly pick the Khajiit. That's too much random. Guide me. Harpy! I forgot Harpy was in this. Hope? Maybe? Possible? I forgot about Harpy. God.
Let's line up some customers. They'll pay one way or another.
This one stands ready.
Oh my god.
Each one's power is my...
I hate this mission with such a passion that's unbelievable. Everything about this mission sucks. Alright. Take two. Take two. Just for fun, because we already lost. Because we didn't know Ice on, obviously. We could use Mastermind. Maybe we'll get lucky. No, we can't even use Mastermind. What the hell am I saying? I'm wrecked. I'm wrecked. We might as well just do this for fun. There's not even a possibility.
I lurk in the shadows, waiting.
Wrecked. This is the hardest thing in Legends. If you could tell me something harder than this stupid mission with the stupid deck.
It's a good day to die.
Alright. Maybe I rub some lotion on my hands and my eyes. I'm actually tearing up a lot right now. I'm gonna wash my face now. Heart of the card guide me. Oh man. But yeah, I hope that was really fun for everybody. Starting off with something a little different today. Now, probably part of the game that a lot of you guys have been waiting for us to talk about some of those new reveal cards. Alright, let's get into it. So we're moving on into Prophecy Battle Mage with Firestorm. You can't, but the thing is, you can't do it. That mission, you have to play with a deck the AI gives you. If I could make my own deck, I would wreck that all day. So you have to play with a deck they give you and win. It's so... I've done it. I've won that thing like only twice. And the only reason I went back and played it after I won, because I wanted to make a video about it. But you couldn't imagine how many times I tried the first time I did it. Ugh. And on top of that too, it used to be harder before they tweaked how all that stuff works. Alright, so let's talk about the new cards coming to the game that have... Oh no guys, I'm not talking about anything I'm revealing right now. I think I can say this. I think I can say this. I'm pretty sure I can because I've done it before. I'm going to get early access to the new expansion. And I'll be able to play through it, see all the cards, test everything out. So I'm going to have a knowledge ahead of you guys. And I'm eventually going to be able to showcase some of that knowledge to you. Maybe not everything, but once I can, I will have that up in the video on the channel within the next, before the expansion comes out. I can't tell you if it's going to be a day or two. It just depends on, that's on Bethesda when I can actually reveal it. So look forward for that stuff on the channel within the next, I guess 5 days. We have, yeah guys, we have, look at it. I even bring up a calendar. Well, I don't need to bring it up, but yeah, we only have a few days. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 5 more days to go. Okay, guys, let's talk about some of the cards that were revealed in the last few days. We'll start off with Riften Lawkeeper. You know what? Let's actually go into game. It'll be more fun here. Talking about Clockwork City. Not sure there's a Clockwork City revealed. Oh. I was hoping that, that could fit up there, but let's just write card reveals. I'm only writing it up there so that people who just jump into the stream will see that and just understand that I'm doing something. Adam Townsend, did you talk to your friend about more deck space? Once again, I haven't had that one-on-one meeting yet, so it's coming. I just haven't had a chance to do that yet at Bethesda. Like, I want to. It's because they requested us to do the suggestion part on the one-on-one meeting. So I've had some group meetings with other streamers, but I haven't had a one-on-one meetings for that stuff. So it's just whenever Bethesda wants to do it. So okay, let's go. Ba-bam! So first card right here. Riften Lawkeeper. Now I talked about this card actually quite a lot in the Discord. So if you're not part of the Discord, please join the Discord. We have conversation there a lot. And I feel like this is one of those cards that's going to be fun to play. And maybe in an addition, just for the fun of it, like in my meme deck here. So in this deck, I want to have as much health as I possibly can and have the game usually go long. Because I'm just trying to play like Brilliant, and I'm trying to play Desperate Conjure and an Adoring Fan to get as much copies. Like, I've had it at the point where I had 5 Adoring Fans on the field. And they're all coming back with Corsair ships out, getting daggers, just being annoying. And on top of that, having Mundus Stone. So I feel like a card like this would work out well or in replacement of Knight of the Hour. Because usually I'm not playing Knight of the Hour in this deck. I'm just giving you guys my legit situation where I'm going to play it. I'm not going to say that it's going to work in all situations conjunctive. In this deck, right, if I get Knight of the Hour, great, from Prophecy, that's awesome. But usually I like to save Knight of the Hour to the right moment that if I'm losing, I can use Knight of the Hour, combo it with Dark Rebirth to gain some health. So it's been a way I could gain some health without directly running drain cards. As you can see, I don't have nothing in here that really does drain other than... this is not even drain. This is just gain 1 health. So that's my idea, because I'm not running stuff like the dragon, Undying Dragon, or stuff like that. So I think this could be either an addition. Like I said, this is just a meme deck. So in a meme deck, I have no problem going over 50 cards. So I'll go 48 cards, throw it in there. Maybe I'll realize it's even better than Knight of the Hour and replace Knight of the Hour with it. Then if I need to, I can use Dark Rebirth on Knight of the Hour, or even use Brilliant on this card and get another copy of it. And as for Magicka, it could be an early way to get some health if I need it. So that's just my thought, real quick opinion. I feel like I have a deck already built together that I would want to play this. Also, if you guys want to see my win ratio with this meme deck, just so you guys know, it has... So it's not that it's not a horrible deck. All legitimately, it's not horrible. So here it is. Here's the win percentage with this deck from when I had my deck tracker opening when I was playing with it. So just in case anybody wants to have play with this deck, but don't think they're gonna completely get wrecked. No, see. 65% win ratio. It's more than half out of 17 matches that I have on record, and I played even more matches than that I've won with it. It's fun. It's really fun to just be able to use Brilliant to copy cards. Your opponents doesn't, like, most people don't see this card being, this card hardly gets played these days. I like playing with a card like that where you don't get to see played in much these days because of Dark Rebirth, but I still think this is a fun card, especially if you get it on like her right here and stuff like that. But anyways, I have a place for the Riften Lawkeeper, and it has a special place in my heart. I think it's going to be a fun card to play with. Let me just read chat. Anybody say anything? Lindsay Bear has joined us. A lot of them are bad. What's guys talking about? Oh, a lot of the new cards are not great. I haven't really seen there's only few cards so far that I think are complete game changers. Like I don't think a lot of the cards that's been revealed are going to completely change the way the game is played. Let's go ahead. Here's another willpower card. So I'll bring it up big right here, then we'll go into game. Like, this is a card that I'm like, oh, you gotta play this so much in the right deck. Now, will there be decks that could run this properly? Of course. Like, there's gonna be situations where you're gonna want to put this in there. Maybe in you know, not this specific deck, but like, you know, like once we get all the rest of the neutral cards, there's definitely going to be cards where you're going to want to combo this with. Because in this situation right here, it says activate. Give a friendly creature -1/1 and summon a spider. Okay, the spider is a Dwemer creature, so it could take advantage of the Hall of Dwemer, right? Where is it? It could take advantage of the Hall of Dwemers, which is awesome. Which is, you know, it's cool and all. But you have to have the creatures that could take that -1, and like if I'm thinking early game, you would have to either have the Dwarven Spiders out. But like I said, there's gonna be other neutral cards added to the game, and maybe I'm just not. There's gonna be decks that play this. Like I definitely could see myself adding this. Just let's say purely adding this to this deck. Let's say I wanted to keep it at 50. Now I was playing memes in this, so don't worry about why there's Percalis. But you know, I want to just play Journey and all that. But let's say I remove our Percalis here. I'll keep Journey and put 3 of these in here, right? Even just that one addition, I think it has a place, but you would have to think about which is the right creature to go ahead and hit it with that whole entire negative aspect of it. So yeah, it's a way to it can work out in tokens. So like if you're gonna be doing some type of neutral willpower tokens, maybe. But until I really test it out fully, I'm not really sure where I'm gonna actually have this card played out. But I'm sure it's gonna see use, and it's just what you have to be a wait and see situation. Or maybe there's even gonna be a card that takes a like when this card gets cursed, do something else. You know. Unfortunately, this could hurt you in situations that, I don't know, like I said, maybe somebody will make a mistake and run, like, you never want to run this, like, this is the first situation that I've seen, like, oh, you just never want to run these 2 cards together. Like, I can't see a reason to run this with SharePoint Dragon. Like, you would just be, give a creature -2 to when you reduce a creature's power health, you know, like you will be hurting your own creatures by a lot. So, like, now you definitely don't want to do agility, you know, and yeah, I'm not sure you would hurt your own creature here. 5 cards with good ability, insane card. Yeah, there's 5. The new 5 cost card is good, the guard. But anyways, let's keep on going. Please tag my name when you guys are mentioned. Which cards are so-called game changers? None of them seem good. Okay, you guys want me to go there, so I'll bring up what I actually think is a game changer card that has been revealed so far. Please tag me once again so I could just notice your comment. Now I don't know if you guys agree with me here, but I personally think this is a game changer. This, like, and when I say game changer, not going to change the way the game is played, but this is going to have a major effect on the game. This card is going to have a significant effect in agility, a significant effect in anything combo with agility. The fact that there's cards out there like Night to Remember to be able to go ahead and reactivate this guard's ability. The fact that if you're playing with Monk and for some reason maybe you're playing if you're playing a Monk deck, you play a control Monk deck and you are running where is it? Winterhold Illusionist, that you could make this card reactivate again. The fact that if you're running in on Scout, you could Soul Tear it back if you wanted to, or once again, you could just still place. This card, to me, will have a significant impact on this game, and it's going to be one of the most used cards in this expansion. If I am wrong, if for some reason this card doesn't get used, I will be mind-boggled, amazed. This is, to me, is a game changer. Whether you guys agree with me or not, don't know. In the grand scheme of everything, because not everybody's commenting, but I think it's the most significant card showcased so far. Let me see. Summer Master Thieves from top deck, yes, that's great. The 5/6 Guard, look, the 5/6 Guard is a good game, good card, but it's not even nearly as remotely as a game changer as this. This card is significantly going to have... This is going to help scout. This is going to help pill for money. This is going to help control... Like, what deck doesn't take a good advantage from this card? Like, I don't feel like there's any deck that would feel bad running this card unless it's like a Prophecy Monk deck, which you don't see much anyways. Because we could talk. Let's talk about the 6th spot. Let's talk about the 6th spot. Okay, in a deck with agility, you're positioning yourself to put in other cards. All right, most people are not playing Lurcher. Okay, you're not playing Lurcher unless you're in the high rank. That's why I say most people. Like if you're in rank 12, 11, you might play Lurcher. Almost nobody's playing Night Prowler. So no, you're not filling your 6th spot for this. The Burglar doesn't see much use these days, so I would prefer to play this in my deck. And remember, this is a unique, so you only have one of them in your deck. You still get to run 2 Burglars or run 2 Lurchers if you want. Moving on from there, Ransack, come on. No, you're not running Ransack. Okay, here we go with a situation that where you might be like, oh man, I run 3 SharePoint Dragons. Well, if you feel like you're having 3 more SharePoint Dragons versus this card, then that's a situation. I'm not saying that anybody's contradicting me. I just want to give this idea out there. I would still prefer if I had to choose. Let's say if I had a deck pulled together already, and I just had to take out 1 card to add this in there, I would take out 1 SharePoint Dragon to add this in there. Smuggler's Hall. Now, this is a situation where if you're running you don't need to, but let's say you're running a market deck, right? A Swindler's Market deck, and you use Smuggler Hall in there. Well, maybe you want to be in control so much that you would not actually want, if you're for your 6th spot, you might keep all 3 Smuggler's Hall, but most things you do. Seriously, Soul Marshal, if you're running Soul Rest Marshal, I would highly suggest you run 2 of these and 1 of these, if that's the situation there. Wild Beast Caller, come on, you're not running this in your deck. So that's what I'm trying to say. If you just talk about agility right now, this is a great 6 drop for agility. It really is. All right, I'm passionate about this game. Not a game changer, but I think significant in its own way because of future impact on the game. I think Memory Wrath. I know Highcat Dylan doesn't think it's important at all. I think for tournaments, this is actually a very important card. It's not going to change the way Legends played overall. It will have an effect depending on how many people play. But I think in tournaments, if you know your opponent's playing certain type of cards and you have a side deck. So in a side deck, if you're playing like a professional tournament, so your side deck, you get 15 cards that you, or 5 cards that you might be able to add into your deck. If you are able to add this into your deck after you notice your opponent is playing like Scout, like a Gravedigger Scout deck, something like that, then that could help you out there. Or item deck using Master of Arms, this could help you out there. So this is one of those cards that I definitely think that is going to have an impact on the game when it comes to tournament scenes and very specific situations where if a lot of people stop playing. So this is what I'm trying to say here. It's a game changer if this card makes people stop playing item Master of Arms deck. If people start playing decks that rely on coming back from the graveyard, if that makes that, this is a potential. It's not a huge potential. What's more key about this card is the fact that it has Banish. With Banish, it's the introduction to this. Sooner or later, we probably will get a card that directly allows us to banish a specific card from our opponents or our own graveyard, which would be kind of fun. So that's the other card that I really do think that's going to have some type of effect on the game. I'm not saying it's going to be like a game changer overall unless that very specific situation that I just talked about happens. Let me go ahead and just throw out one other thing that I am interested in seeing if it makes the hugest impact on the game, but I'm not sure yet. So I want to use it. It could have a big impact, could not. It just all depends on the card that the opponent. It's a card. It's a card, and it's a good card. It's one of those things like, yeah, if your opponent draws the cards that gets the effect from this, yeah. It's one of those cards that you have to be drawing a lot of cards after it activates to make sure that you get the creature that got powered up, or the creature item. So I don't consider this a game changer. Maybe some people I'll consider a good card, but I don't think it changes up the game in a humongous way because its effect needs to happen and you need to get the card from its effect. What might actually be hidden to us and we can't really tell yet that could legitimately be a game changer, it could be these the item, treasure hunt. Treasure hunt could be something really significant once all the rest of the cards in the expansion comes out. We don't know yet, so that's a potential right there. But let's get off the stuff that we already know and talk about the new cards. I love these type of discussion. I love when you guys mention this stuff. Let me just read in chat really good what's going on here. Alright, guys. Guys are having a little argument over here. I won't let him, Lindsay and everybody, have some fun right now. I'll just put my surprise emote and leave it at that. Also, we do have a new emote, everybody. We have the Beaky Bomb. I will go ahead and show you. This one was created by Andy's Mod. Where is it? Let me go ahead and find it. I have so many emotes now. So these are custom emotes. Where I'm kind of blind at the moment. For some reason I don't see it. Well, one of you guys will probably put it in chat, the Beaky Bomb, and use it so I can see it. Because right now, I don't see it anywhere. Which sucks. Hold on. Oh, I know why. I didn't log in. Haha. So there you go. I logged in. Now that I'm logged in, let me refresh the page. And I should be able to do that. And real quick. Whatever. Let's go. Let me not waste you guys' time. Alright, next card for Heroes of Skyrim. Okay, what's your guys' thoughts on this one right here? This one has me thinking. You gain 3 health and battle a creature as if you had 3 power. Highcat Dylan is saying it's okay. TNZ Gaming Lindsay, what are you guys' opinion on this one? Like, you see yourself using it? He said a card was okay. I don't know. I mean, I like the idea of having more shouts and a neutral shout. And I also think for what it does, the magical cost it's well statted for its cost in a color that has not great 5 drops. Solid in arena pick. Yeah, I really think it's a fun mechanic. Yeah, I think for shouts, it's nice to have another shout, and it's nice to have a shout in neutral. It's one of those things that I'm gonna have to test out to really see if which decks I'm gonna play it in. That's really what it is. That's just how it's gonna actually work out, guys. So I don't want to say this is bad. I don't want to say it's great. It's a test. It's a wait and see. I understand what it does, but I have to think about which decks I would want to use it in. Am I going to use it in a highly neutral decks, or that's not where I want to use it? Do I want to use it in... we gotta see. We have to see with that one. Okay, let's go ahead where I've seen a lot of controversy. Okay, so Highcat Dylan, does it suck? I'm asking you directly, Dylan. What about this one, Dylan? 2/3 guard drain. Because first of all, this is when I saw this instantly, I was like, yo, what happened? Soldier just got wrecked. It's the best statted blue 5 drop by far compared. I like, okay, so likes it. It's not over, it's just pretty good at the entire game show. Okay, that's good, that's good. I don't think it's overpowered either. I mean, if this was willpower, I know this card would be done. Like, this card would be so done. Like, in a situation that you are playing, you would not play this much versus this. I'm just saying if you were playing a deck with both of those colors together. I think it's a decent card. It's not a card that's gonna probably get you a lot of health. You know, you're not gonna probably get too much drain for it. But having another way to get drain and endurance, I mean, is important. And let me explain why. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just finish that later. So let's look at endurance, right? And if you think about endurance in the sense of actions, endurance doesn't have a lot of ways to remove creatures. So you could silence creatures, you could mummify creatures, right? There's lots of ways to do that. You could heal creatures, you could weaken creatures, you could you know, do stuff like that. You could resummon creatures. That's what you could do in endurance with actions right now, right? Or in removal, or like removal. I'm talking not only actions. It's talking about removals of creatures. Like you have your lethal these creatures, but this is not even that great in most cases. So you got lethal right there for trading, but it doesn't like have a good way of removing creatures, right? Because you have to trade one creature for the other. You could play the Prophecy Spider, right? But the Spider only has 2 health. So I think in the deck like this, where there's so many not ways, this is the best. These are the best 2 like removals because they have enough health to stay in the field. In that sense, if you don't have a lot of removal in an attribute, you have to have different ways to counteract that. And I think giving this another way to gain health to stay alive is interesting, because if you're not able to remove creatures directly in that attribute, you might need to stay alive long enough to summon your creatures to deal with those creatures. So if you're able to summon this on the second turn in the Shadow Lane and gain extra 2 health, that's just 2 more health your opponent's going to have to chip off of you to win the game. And on top of that, this could trade with another creature and gain you health at the same time. So I hope that makes sense. I might be not speaking very clearly, but my thought process is here. That's what the developers must have been thinking. Okay, there's not a lot of ways to remove creatures' endurance. We're not going to be putting a lot of ways. We can weaken creatures, we can strengthen creatures. And endurance usually has to, well, endure to get to the point to deal with your opponent's creatures. I'm just talking about endurance separately. I know if you combo with other attributes and mesh together, but if you want to play monocolor, you want to do that. And obviously when you combine this with other attributes, then it might even get more crazy. If you combine this with warrior and you play an item warrior, this becomes a fun card to play. If you're playing this in like a forge deck, this is a cool 2-drop for Forge. You know, you could drop this down instantly at 9 magic, or you could play Forge and drop this down in the Shadow Lane, and it instantly gains a great item, possibly, and that could help you come back if you need to have that situation. And why am I saying you would do that both on turn 9 is because maybe you don't want to make sure that you don't play Forge and instantly get wiped. So this is something I see a lot of people do too. Sometimes you just don't want to play a high cost card like new players Forge without getting no benefit. You want to wait till you go combo it and instantly get something good out of it. Always a good bet. This card works really well, possibly like in Arena. Let's say you play in Arena and you're playing the Wabbajack version. Let's say you get like, Merrick. Let's say you get you play in Chaos Arena and you get the 3, like, you get some legendaries. I'm just thinking of all scenarios where a card like this could be really fun. Like, I think it's a decent card. I think it's an decent card for 2 drops, and it will have its place. On top of that, with Treasure Hunt being an item, yeah, also, I'm just thinking about that right there. Like, Treasure Hunt being the thing it is about to be, that could be interesting to play in a Treasure Hunt deck. Definitely could be fun there. My question for the day is, when the last time you have used Soul Rest Marshal? So let's get up poll going. What is it called? Yeah, there you go. Actually, you guys can just let me know in chat because we don't have that many people here right now. Yeah, let me know, guys. When's the last time you used it? Week, month? How much you guys play this card these days? Like, hey, what's up, Bones the Third? Thank you for joining me. When's the last time have you guys really gone ahead and played with this card? For me, it's actually been probably over a month. Like, I can't even remember the last time I played it. You don't need to play this in Ram Scout. Most people do. It has been a while. Alright guys, let's go ahead and end up the stream because I actually want to play some Match of Legends. So for everybody watching this on YouTube, I'm sorry. We're about to end the show. Come back next week for more. For everybody watching on Twitch, I feel like playing a few games. In fact, I feel like playing a few games against chat. So if anybody wants to play matches against me in chat, let's have some fun. We can play with meme decks, real decks, whatever it might be. Just have chill and have fun. Till next time, later, YouTube, Twitch. Let's keep going. Peace out, guys.